Loy here with Lansing Fire. We are migrating away from our Checkit platform where we have done all of our inventory as well as sent Checkit notices, and we're moving to a platform called PS Tracks. You may have already started to receive alerts. That's what they call their notices for things that need to be repaired in your Fleet Services at lansingmi.gov email account. So I believe we're going to continue to send you stuff in that email account, but I wanted to show you a little bit about what these alerts look like and what it would look like for you to process them once you see them. So let me introduce you first off to PS Tracks, show you how to log in, and then show you how to find the details about these alerts. You'll probably be receiving these even before you get a call from a captain or a battalion chief saying that they need to bring a rig down. So I think they might be helpful for you to process. So let me show you what this is about. So in order to log on to PS Tracks, there is no app for it. It's all just browser based. So open any browser platform. So I'm going to open my Google Chrome. And whenever you open that, type in PS Tracks, PSTRA, and I'm just going to select the PSTRAX login. You'll probably come to that same screen. Go ahead and click on that login there, and it will take you to this intro screen. Your username is going to be Fleet Services at lansingmi.gov. That's the email account that I have set up for it. So go ahead and enter that username there. I'm going to enter mine here so I can get in. Your password to start off with is just lowercase password, PASSWORD. I believe once you log in, it's going to require that you change it to a different password. If you want to try to keep it as lowercase password, it might work. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and enter in my password here, and we're going to log in. Once you log in, it brings you to a screen that asks you to select a station. And I don't know why station 1 got moved down there. There we go. Put that in the right order. For your purposes, I don't even think it matters what station you select because you're just going to look at an alert. So I'm just going to go ahead and select station 1. When you come to that, let's say that it was an alert like earlier, I said that engine 1, I just generated a test alert, has a problems with the engine start. And so I just letting you know that it's a test alert. If you wanted to look at any of the details about that alert, it's going to show up right here. There's a couple of places where you can look at it. You can find that alert in this list, and this will be the list, the most current alerts will be the one at the top. The ones that are a little lower will be less recent. And so let's say that, you just received it and you looked, that would be a good spot to look for it. But let's say that, it's been several hours and who knows how many alerts are going to be generated because this is how we're going to be processing all kinds of stuff. One of the ways that you could look for that alert is to go to Vehicle Stations, and this is the one you have access to, open all the alerts. And then on the categories, if you receive the alert, it's going to be a vehicle maintenance category. So select vehicle maintenance and then hit the search button. And when you do that, the alert that I put in as a test alert, it shows up. And whatever information that I knew, I included in this. And I said, it had something to do with the engine start. I would enter that in at that point. If you want to do more than simply just read this and say, okay, it looks like this was sent to me by Loy and this was the problem he had, you would also be free to add a comment or to edit or view the details. Because I have made you a system administrator, that's going to give you the ability to edit as well as add a comment. So I'm just going to select edit because you're going to have that here. And whenever I, sent this alert in, I entered it as a routine alert rather than an urgent alert. Let's say that it was an urgent alert. As an administrator, you could upgrade it that way. And then anytime you are going to edit it, it's going to want you to put in some content there to say, hey, we now have this at the garage. We're looking for a starter for whatever it is. You could enter that in if you wanted to. Once again, I don't know how much involvement you guys are going to want to have with communicating with us through PS Tracks, but I just want to show it in case you are interested in doing that. So here I'm just going to do a test thing here. I'm going to say engine, we'll start. There we go. And then right here we have all of the people who have been notified by this. Now, if you had an engine problem that was sent to you, surely one of these battalion chiefs would also have been notified. I didn't happen to notify them because it's just a test alert. And also a captain could have been as well. If you wanted to put in a comment, like you would say, hey, engine is fine, starter is fine, user error, you could put that in, and when you save that, that's going to send that alert just back to me because I'm the only one selected. And let's say that you wanted to send it to Chief K12. You could select her, and then it would be sent to her. If you knew the captain in the station, let's say that the captain was Parker, and you wanted to say, hey, I'm going to let Tony Parker know because he's the one that called me about it, you could tag him on this as well. So this is an example of alerts that you are going to be receiving, and I suspect that we're still going to be calling you and say, hey, we've got this issue, can we bring the rig down? But I wanted to show you what PS Tracks look like. I believe that all of the trouble that we have is at least going to start with us through this alert system. We're not just going to start by giving you guys a call, because our crews are going to start with this and then elevate it up to phone calls if they need to. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Once again, my name is Loy, and I'll see what I can do to help orient you to PS Tracks. Anyway, thanks for all the work you do for us. So one more thing. Actually, this would have been helpful if I would have started with this rather than ending with it. So put up with the fact that I'm ending with it. The way you are most likely going to become aware that you have an alert is you're just going to see the email. So I'm assuming that periodically somebody is checking this Fleet Services at lansingmi.com email. So earlier today, I generated an alert that I sent to both me and to you, and this is what this alert looks like. So you're going to see just an email alert, and it's going to show you some of the details about it. So this was just a test alert, like I said before. And the easiest way for you to get to PS Tracks, though, isn't to open your web browser. Just click on that link, and that will take you right to PS Tracks. And that way you can then log on. And I mentioned earlier about how to log on. You're just going to say Fleet Services at lansingmi.gov. You're going to type in your password. Like I said, if it's the first time you go in, your password is going to be the lowercase password, and the first screen you're going to come to is going to ask you to change a password. But of course, once you finish with that, then you will be able to see the alert. So I really should have started with that rather than ending with it, but hopefully that will help you out.